The Galaxy Z Fold 7 is finally starting to take shape, and from what we've seen so far, it makes last year's Fold 6 look ancient. Thanks to a new leak from a Korean tech YouTube channel, we now have our first hands-on look at a dummy unit of the Fold 7 placed side by side with the Fold 6, and the difference is stunning. The Fold 7 is visibly more refined, thinner, lighter, and better optimized in almost every way. When unfolded, the Fold 7 measures just 4.5 millimeters in thickness, a full 1.1 millimeters slimmer than the Fold 6, which was already quite sleek at 5.6 millimeters. For comparison, the Galaxy S5 Edge, which is praised for its slim design, is actually thicker than the Fold 7 at 5.8 millimeters. That's how serious Samsung is about making this foldable not only powerful, but also incredibly thin. When the Fold 7 is folded, it's just 9 millimeters thick compared to the Fold 6's 12.1 millimeters. That's a major design shift. It shows Samsung's efforts to not only improve how the phone performs, but also how it feels in the hand or in your pocket. Foldables used to be bulky and awkward, but the Fold 7 might finally change that perception for good. The display also gets a noticeable upgrade. The main screen on the Fold 7 is around 8.2 inches, up from 7.6 inches on the Fold 6. Thinner bezels help achieve that bigger display without making the device physically much larger. Samsung is promising this to be their lightest foldable ever, so expect it to feel less like a tech brick and more like a premium, futuristic device. One change that's getting attention is the front camera. Samsung is moving away from the under-display camera that was present in previous models and switching back to a regular punch hole design on the Fold 7. This may disappoint fans of the cleaner under-display look, but this decision was likely made to boost image quality. It might not be the most popular move, but if the camera output improves, users may learn to appreciate the change. Another interesting detail is how much the Fold 7 resembles the special edition Fold 6 SE. The Fold 6 SE was a limited release model made to compete with other foldables in the Chinese market, where innovation was moving faster. That model introduced a lot of the same features we're now seeing on the Fold 7, including a similar display size, the punch hole camera, and the slim profile. The Fold 6 SE was 4.9 millimeters thick when unfolded and 10.6 millimeters when folded. So while the Fold 7 does improve on this, it's only by a small margin. The extra screen size of 0.2 millimeters is due to even thinner bezels, but the actual difference will be hard to notice unless you're directly comparing the two. As expected, the Fold 7 is powered by the new Snapdragon 8 Elite chipset, the same powerful processor found in Samsung's flagship Galaxy S25 series. This chip brings improvements in speed, power efficiency, and AI capabilities, making the Fold 7 a real powerhouse. But if you already have the Fold 6 SE, the upgrade to Fold 7 may not feel that dramatic since many of the design and display changes were already present in that special edition. When you look at the competition, especially foldables like the Oppo Find N5, the regular Galaxy Z Fold 6 is clearly falling behind. The Fold 7 is Samsung's big move to catch up and even leap ahead. And with Samsung offering 7 years of software support, this device becomes even more appealing for people looking for long-term value. Of course, if the Fold 7 feels too big or expensive, Samsung has more options. The Galaxy Z Flip 7 is another foldable expected this year. It's smaller and more pocketable and will appeal to a different kind of user. In some markets, though, it might come with Samsung's Exynos 2500 chip instead of Snapdragon, which could affect performance depending on your region. There's also the possibility of a Galaxy Z Flip 7 FE model, Samsung's first attempt at a more affordable foldable. This could open up foldable phones to a whole new audience who've always wanted one but couldn't justify the price. And let's not forget what's coming in the future. If you're still unsure about switching to foldables, you might want to wait for 2026 when Apple is expected to launch its first foldable iPhone. But knowing Apple, it's probably going to come with a very high price tag. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Peace out.